there, I'm Michael Webb with R.E. Mason, and I lead our energy business. And today we're going to talk a little bit about steam attemperation. First off, what is it? Well, steam attemperation, or desuperheating, is the process where you cool superheated steam to whatever your desired set point is. You do that by injecting very fine water droplets into the steam flow. Then the water droplets evaporate and it cools the steam. So the next question is probably, well, why do you do it? Well, depending on turbine load or load in your process, main steam temperature may be all over the place. By attemperating the steam to a set temperature, you make sure that your process is stable, and also you achieve a temperature that is accurate and also safe for all your downstream processes. So the next question is probably, well, how do you do it? Well, there's two critical elements in a desuperheating system. First, the water spray valve, which regulates how much water you're injecting into the steam, and the attemperator nozzle, which is what atomizes the water and makes those really fine droplets. Let's take a look at an example. So in this example, the system is going to look at the temperature of the steam, and then the control system is going to either increase or decrease the amount of water that is going into the steam through the control valve. It sprays through a nozzle into the steam flow, creating droplets that are absorbed. Now, the thing is that if not all the droplets are absorbed into the steam flow, then you'll have an overspray situation. In that case, water becomes in contact with the pipe or the liner. And you get all kinds of expensive things happen when that happens. You have cracking, you can have thermal fatigue, thermal shock, you can have erosion if this occurs in an elbow. Lots of bad stuff could be happening. So the three main styles of desuperheaters are presented here. On the far left, you have the insertion or probe style. So in this style, this actually extends into the pipe. And the nozzle is mounted on the end and sprays into the steam flow, just in our last example. This is an inline desuperheater. And here we have a ring, the spray nozzles are ringed around the pipe, and it is just an inline system. In both of these cases, the spray water valve is separate. The all-in-one is really an integration of the water spray valve and insertion style probe. So it's a combo and has some good benefits along with the others. Each of them can be appropriate for what your process is. It really depends upon what your process conditions are and what you're trying to achieve. So all of these depend upon nozzles to do the atomization of the water. So let's understand a little bit about how a nozzle works. So in this case, water comes in on this cutaway, water comes in from the right side, it compresses a spring, and then it leaves, it sprays out through this orifice. Here's a real world example, on the right. This is actually what it looks like. And so the problems is that there's a pretty narrow opening here. And so what if you have debris in your water? What if you have particulate in your water? What is going to happen? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. You're going to get water jets. And these water jets, no bueno, not good. Even uniform spray pattern, thumbs up. This kind of spray pattern you'll end up getting water jets that impinge upon the sides of the pipe, create thermal fatigue, thermal shock, and eventually it'll lead to cracking and you replacing very expensive pipe. So this is really what you want, and the recommendation from the manufacturer is that you really need to do an inspection of all these nozzles every 18 to 24 months. And so, well, how do you inspect them? Fortunately, the folks that designed these desuperheaters knew that you needed to inspect them, and so it's pretty easy to remove the nozzles, and you can put them into a test rig. This is an example of a test rig that we have, and you can do the testing, you can look at what the spray pattern is, and if it's fine, you pop them back in. If they need to be replaced, they can be easily replaced. So at the end of the day, there's a number of design considerations that you really want to take into account. So what is your piping configuration? What is the velocity of your steam inside the pipe? How much cooling do you want to do? And what kind of rangeability do you need on your spray water valve? All these are important, and we can help you figure it out. If you have a system that is underperforming, chances are you may have a nozzle issue and you need to think about what your inspection protocol is. Either we can do it on site for you, or you can send your nozzles to us and we can test them in our shop. Also, you may want to consider if there's anything changed in your process and you need to look at something a little bit more rigorously. Regardless, if you'd like to learn more, please visit our website, www.remason.com. Thank you.